Hi guys, I am ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Farthest Frontier. We've had a bit of a hiatus on this series. I was a little bit distracted by News Tower. Wow, that looks a little awkward there. About the new release for News Tower. Played that a little bit, but I'm still pretty keen on getting this thing through to the end. I do want to check out all the new items that we have, and so we'll continue our journey over here. Now, we're in year 14, I believe, and we're just getting out of winter, so I do need to get up to speed a little bit with what we've got going on. Food is looking pretty good. We do need to lay out a few more houses if we're going to continue to expand and grow. I guess the easiest one is just for us to go into this area. How much kind of clay do we still have left in this deposit? A fair bit. We did talk a little bit about getting getting pottery up and running, which I think is a good idea. Get some luxury items in here. But first things first, excuse me, let's get some housing in place. Not a shelter, not a temporary shelter. Hang on. Just a shelter? I guess just a shelter, yeah. So let's do that. Do a few of them over here, and we'll grab an extra bit of road. We do want to make sure we keep on giving housing availability to the people. So let's go and get a bit of a road going on over there. I might look at curving that into that spot, really. I like that a little bit. I like that. Up on the hill here, that's a pretty good spot for maybe a tower. So let's do that. Let's continue that road up the hill there. And then at the same point, we may as well continue this road down the hill like so, right? So I guess that gives us a little bit of maneuverability. There's no through movement of this kind of main through road here, and so because it's kind of dead ending into this area. So I do wonder, do we go alongside here? I think we do, just so that we continue to have some paths at reasonable lengths in here. And we do have the new fields. Now, this field is not being worked at the moment. We're not concluding it at this stage. We are trying to get... Actually, wheat level is pretty good. So let's quickly... I don't want to make the same mistake I made last time. So let's get rid of that. Fertility is okay. I think fertility is okay. So let's drop that one out. And then let's try and run something like this over there, right? So let's get some food at least to start popping up, right? So let's do that. And then instead of running this one, what we'll do instead is we'll run a little bit of... Oh, there's not enough room for it. Okay, well, let's get rid of that one. And what we'll do is let's run this one as a starting point. We'll clear out that one. And what we'll run instead is something that's a lot of tolerance for everything, giving us a lot of stuff. So let's run the leeks there instead. Okay. So I guess that gets us going. So we'll do another little bit of weeding there, and then we'll go from there. Let's quickly add an extra pathway from here to... I think just like this, right? I think just like this, and then what we'll do is we'll path it up like that. So I guess that gives us a little bit of a weird, snaky road in here, but it gives us some things to work towards. Okay, now... I'm not too sure of what all the other bits and pieces is that we should be working towards. We've got the barracks over here, so we can reasonably quickly add, get our archers up and running, right? We've got sufficient people for that, so we can recruit and we can get archers. I don't think we have what we need. Can equip weapons, hauberks, and shields. I don't think we have weapons, right? The only thing we do have, in fact, is archers. So if we pop in here, what is that? But that's just the stuff. So if we go in here, what are we after? We are after armaments. So what do we have? We've got arrows. Do we know what we have in storage? We don't. This is just telling us what we are producing. So we're producing 2 bows and things like that. So I'm not sure how do we actually check what we have in stock? Is the only way to do it this way? But then you'll have to check individual areas. So we've got 17 bows in stock with the requisite arrows as well. So I guess all of that is okay. We are reasonably well loaded up on all of these items. So we can continue construction. What we don't have is bricks, right? Do we have a brick maker? can't even remember if we do. There's a foundry over there, and the foundry is producing gold and iron ingots for us. I guess that's fine. Got the tannery, the saw pit, the soap, the candle shop. This is compost. Okay, so that's okay. I think we're okay with that. Got the chicken coop, and the chicken coop is slowly creating more and more chickens, right? We've got up to 12 chickens now. We're birthing 4 per year, so that's good. We've also got the goat barn. The goat barn only has 3 goats, and it's producing milk for us, but we're not seeing any additional goats. So we may need to grab an extra goat here as well. How are we looking at hay, right? We've got 90 reasonable amounts of hay here, reasonable amounts of hay there. Do we have any hay left in storage that we can see? Yes, there's plenty of hay in storage, so that's okay. These aren't universal storages, so we can't actually see what our total supply of something is. I guess, can we really not see our total supply of something? We should be able to, right? Produce, consume. So this is just the stats, right? That's what's happening here with the stats. This is the people, the birth rates, all these kind of things. We don't have anything else we can click over there. If we were to click something like this, that doesn't actually do anything. So really, in reality, we have to click around to see what we have. If we hover over these things, yeah, we have no idea of really understanding that. So we're a little resources in storage. Here we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Okay, beautiful. Let's have a quick look at this. So we've got 350 hay. That's gonna be okay for the amount of animals we have. If we go to usable items, we've got 19 bows and some arrows, and we're continuing to produce that. We don't have any weapons, right? So we're not producing weapons just yet. So I don't know why we can actually create those guys, because we don't have anything to equip them with. So I guess that's the issue. In terms of food, we've got lots of greens, and then little bits of everything else, really. So and lots of kind of root vegetables also. Meats and fish is a reasonable number, right? A reasonable number, though I would want more of it to be smoked, to be honest. Do we have honey? Honey is over here, and honey doesn't seem to be a usable item. It's a raw material potentially to be used in some of these other items. I really don't quite know yet. We need to get there. We don't have any knowledge we can use just yet. The next, we do need to, however, get ourselves. We need more people in here, and we need to get this access to paper, right? I guess that does speed things up, right? The Academy has run out of paper, slowing progress on new discovery. So paper was one for us. Let's have a quick look what that means. So not harvest resources, but if we want to go here and produce paper, right? Where is our paper producer? Foundry. What is this? Armory. Blacksmith. Paper mill. Okay, so we need a paper mill. The paper mill produces... Ooh, that's interesting. What is that it requires? Is that hay? Let's just quickly go in. It's fiber, I think. So if we go and say, hang on. I keep doing this, right? Hit that. We need a flax fiber crop, which we also use for something else, right? We do have flax fiber crops running, right? But hay there, yeah, flax fiber is coming in for that. Okay, so basically we just need a paper mill. So maybe the next research item should unlock paper mill for us, and then we can go from there. Okay, so let's speed things along to keep that going then. Move the mouse. Okay, we are building additional houses. We want to keep building additional houses so we have more people ready to go. I guess let's maybe add a bit more housing here as well if we can. That's a bit of center of town, so let's just tab this one around. Traveling merchant is here. We'll get a bit of housing over there. We'll get another one in this one. And then what we'll do is we'll tab this around, get another one, and get another one. So that gives us a few more houses straight to the middle of town. Okay, what it doesn't do, however, hang on. Let's delete that one, yes, and we're also going to delete this one. We need to step them out this way. So let's quickly just fix that. You don't need to be at the very front of it, right? You don't need, but I guess we can do something like this, which is going to be a little bit more better. Yeah, that's what we want to say, more better. And then we can tab this one around to have it on the other side. So it's kind of a bit of a, we might have another another little slot in there. Right? Yeah, we do. Excellent. So that's a pretty nifty little looking block there. Working quite well. Now, a villager is stricken by an eagle attack. And then we have a traveling merchant. So what does this merchant have us on offer here? Willing to sell us... Oh, no. Willing to buy clothing at okay price. Anything else we can sell? We can sell clay directly. And they're willing to pay a little bit more for clay. Not really what we're after, but I guess we could sell a little bit of it so that we at least bring in a little bit more cash, right? Is that something we're after? I think we should. I think we should sell. Let's sell a few things, right? Let's sell 15 items of clothing here. Let's do it 20. Let's do 20 items of clothing. Confirm, send it to the trading post. And let's sell maybe 50 of the clay items, right? And so that should give us quite a reasonable amount of extra gold that we can get. We do need to keep pushing forward on all of these kind of different things. We're still waiting on knowledge points, so that's okay. Those items should be moving along pretty quickly. 2 children have grown up. Excellent. That means 2 more workers, which is definitely what we're after. 6 livestock animals have been born. I just want to check. Is that goats as well? That's not goats. So our goat population is a bit of a problem. Over here, on the other hand, we are moving along swimmingly, and we're getting more and more chickens available. Now, is there anything down here? We can... Ooh, they've got a goat. Okay, I'm going to buy... I definitely need to buy another goat, but we don't really have proper amounts of money, so at least just one goat, I think. So let's quickly do this trade here, right? So let's sell 20 items. Okay, so we'll sell those items. Thank you. We're still waiting on these items. So we'll sell 20 of those, which gave us 360. What do we need for a goat? Almost 400 for a goat, right? We're just going to buy the one goat, to be honest. And hopefully that'll be enough for the goat population to then slowly get moving. Villager has been cured. That's good. Livestock animals born. It's all chickens, I think. And villager has been cured. So we go back in here. Have we seen any of this arrive? We have. So let's sell everything we've got over here. So let's just sell those items. Excellent. So now we've got the money. Let's grab a goat. Let's buy 1 goat, please. We want to buy 1 goat. Buy and stock. Yes, and please send it to there. Thank you. Confirm. So we'll add the goat to that mix, and now hopefully, yes, we'll at least get one person per year. Okay, so that's okay. Let's sell the rest of what we said we're going to sell here. So let's just sell those items. That gets us some 200 odd money items in there. Is there anything else we would like to have a look at here? Nothing we want to buy from them, right? I think grabbing the goat was okay. We don't have anywhere we can... What is this? Oh, that's a knowledge item. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm happy we got the extra goat in there at least. Okay, that's fine. I think we'll leave it at that. That's reasonable. This well can be upgraded, which is not a top priority for us. Lots of extra houses coming in. We do want to get us to a 200 population. Okay, if we go back into what is our... Let's have a quick look at the status of our workforce, right? So apparently we're short on laborers and builders, and I guess that is an issue because we need at least like 12 soldiers ready to go. Yeah, so I guess these things are a bit of an issue. Basic education in reading, writing, and arithmetic that will aid any villager in better performing their assigned items. So these kind of need to be educated, is what we're saying. Fine. We need more people, right? So I guess before we start another production chain, we need all of these houses to be built and hopefully people to be moving in and in like large numbers is what I'm thinking. We're probably getting to a point where we need to start providing some other buildings on this side. I guess we're still pretty... Yeah, so this is getting a little bit out there. So I guess another market at some point, maybe up here, is where we put another market and we continue to do a few things. Yeah. What are we looking like over here? So that didn't produce any food. This is not going to produce any food. Okay. This is going to produce cabbage and this is going to produce food for us. So I'm not too worried about that number because the food production will start up. Okay, we have more than enough additional houses here now. We'll stop the house building just a little bit. A new traveling merchant has arrived. Let's see what this merchant has on offer for us. They may want to buy hide coats at a reduced price. I don't like that idea. What I will do is I will move 20 shoes into this to be sold so that we can make a little bit of money there. They can sell us chickens at a reduced rate. They can also sell us fiber at a high rate, and they've got horses and things. So I guess I don't think we want to buy anything from them, but we will sell them a bit of shoes so that we can make do with that. Now, if we go into the foundry over here, what can we produce here? Okay, and then from there we need a armorer or something, right? A smith or a forge, right? No, this is the forge. We need a smith to be able to take this stuff, and then produce armor from it, right? Over here, we've now got the vault ready to go. So I guess what we want to do is move our money, our gold. Yeah, so the gold needs to be moved there, right? So I guess what we want to say is don't store it here, please. Let's move it over there. And similarly, we want to store, not those, but yeah. So let's make sure we're storing these items there, right? So whenever we've got gold, let's move the gold over to the other side. More villagers graduating. Are we seeing that? Yeah, this has arrived. So let's just sell all those items, get a little bit of extra cash on hand there. I think that's okay. Did we want to sell hide coats? Maybe let's do a little bit at least. If we sell like 10 of them, that should be quite useful to us. So let's transfer and get maybe 12 of those items in there. Let's confirm moving 12 items there. Did we want to move also some of this? We've got, but we use the plank, right? We use the plank. So I'm not going to necessarily run down that path. Okay, so we'll get a few more items in there to sell a little bit more of it. There's our 12 hide items. Now we'll just sell all of them, sell those items. Now we've got reasonable amounts of cash in there. Let's transfer gold out to town. So we want to leave maybe just about 150 here, I think. So the rest is being transferred out, and hopefully it makes its move to the vault, right? The vault right here next to this item. At least we can protect it a little bit better. See about that. Now, we need more people. Crops lost to animals. I guess we get continuous these losses. And it's nothing major. Your villages are low on builders and more ensure maintenance and construction. My goodness, how many builders did you want? Let's do that. And so now we've got a little bit more people that we could potentially apply to another production chain. So let's go to production. Pottery, really. Oh, not food production. Resources. Now, pottery, furniture, brewer, brickyard, stable, glassmaker, bookbinder, quarry. So pottery needs to be in here, right? Charcoal kiln, armory, blacksmith's forge, a foundry, and a paper mill. So pottery still needs to be in here. A potter building. Now, my question is, we don't have a potter's building, right? It would be around here if we had it, right? So clay is being produced all the way out here. Right, let's just close this and have a look. Yeah, so clay is being taken to this area here. We can also get sand from here. We're also getting gold over here, which is at least bolstering these numbers for us a little bit. But I guess, what do we have here? We have a weaver building. Worker unable to work due to flax fiber. So we don't have flax fiber ready at the moment. That'll come our way. I guess we could put a potter in here, actually. So let's do that. Let's grab ourselves a potter. Yeah, that's going to be okay. We do have a well right next to it. So if we could do this, please. Just move it so we see. Okay, so it needs to go. It can go in there. We just need to level it a little bit. So I'm going to go and get the guys to... I don't want... but it's okay. We can do that. We can still have the mine at the back here eventually, I think. We don't have to have it, square on it, right? So let's start moving on that one a little bit. I think we've got enough, right? Now our laborers is dropping a little bit. 2 new villages born. We need more people to be moving in. I wonder if is there anything here we can do to attract people? Well, they say we won't need enough food really to attract people, but we do. What is this? Eject garrison villages, upgrade. We need more stuff to upgrade, and the first one is effectively 200 people. So we'll go for that. I do want to attract more people, but I don't really know how we do that. What else are they complaining about? Entertainment. These people look like new people joining our town, right? I think so. I think they're people coming in and they're going to ask to join, and we're definitely going to accept them because we need more people. So I think that work there has been done. Let's see. They'll arrive and ask us. Yes, 13 people. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you. We need 13 people. Now, get yourselves a home. I'm sure there's plenty of homes for everybody. They don't need anything else. So that's good. Happy to see that. And now let's get the Potter's building up and running here. So that should now work quite comfortably in this spot there. So Potter's building goes in there. And we should have more people to be able to work all of these different things now. Look at that. Nice, 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 nice. So many builders. So many builders. Yeah, I guess keeping our balances just right is the issue. Next knowledge item needs to go towards the paper mill. Absolutely. Okay, so we are getting flax fiber now. Okay, and that will allow us to continue to create clothing for people. There is still some flax fiber ready, right? Missing items, flax fiber. 2 children have grown up, which again should continue to bolster these numbers. Yeah, exactly. So yes, exactly. So at least our own population is starting to help things out a little bit. Food is an issue, right? Are we harvesting? Are we harvesting? If we're harvesting, yeah, we're definitely harvesting here. Right, estimated yield. But we should be harvesting, right? Do we know if we're harvesting? This is a root cellar, and it's not got anything in there. So harvesting, I wonder about harvesting. Here we have, we even have more fishing going on over here as well. We're trying our best. Is this a smokehouse? No. This is a forager shack. So really, I think we need a smokehouse somewhere. Somewhere in this part. So I guess another smokehouse is due here as well. So if we go to food production, the smokehouse is of value. Right here for both the fish and the hunter, the meat. And there's another hunter over there that can also head into this direction. What's going on with our harvesting, right? We are harvesting, right? We're harvesting a lot of these different things. We should be. Yes, I know. We need to build fences. I know we need to build fences. But can we... So where are the animals grabbing it, right? Let's just go here. Over here as well. Okay, yeah, they're on there. Okay, I guess we need to start looking at some little fence buildings, right? So if we go to food production, if we then go to defenses, it's not defenses. Where is it? Hang on. It's not decorations, right? Roads and fences. Here we go. Okay, what we'll be doing is we'll be fencing this up. Okay, and do we need to also put a little fence gate in there? We'll do one there, and kind of one here, right? It's a little bit off center all the time, right? So let's try and at least get some of these things fenced a little bit. We do have wood available, and so let's get something fenced. That's a lot of food that we've lost to animals in this location. Here, the animals seem to, I mean, they do get in here, but maybe a little bit less aggressively due to the fact that, well, we've got multiple hunters dealing with them over here. But that's okay. I mean, a little bit of animal stuff is not the end of the world. We can kind of deal with that. It's not too bad. But yeah, let's just build a few bits and pieces to try and help things out a little bit more. How much did we yield here on the carrots? A reasonable amount, actually. And if we go in here, sorry, not there. If we go there, how much do we... I don't see anything there. So where is it being stored, though? Let's go and have a look at our storage, at our supplies. I'm not seeing it. Is it still being moved? Honestly, I'm not seeing it. Where is it? Can't be losing all of it, right? There's no way. There's no way we're losing all of it. The smokehouse is full. Yes, clops lose to animals. I know it. I know it. I know it. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll get there. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, guys. Come on. Okay, let's do the next one as well. Well, actually, I just want us to not, add too many building tasks to the mix all the time, right? That's the plan. New villagers born. How many? The villager was celebrated of a new child. Just one? New villagers immigrated. How many? Just one?
Hello.
Just one. Okay, that's fine. Even if it's just one, it's helpful. Every person helps. Wow, this has dropped quite a bit. Wow, we're through another year already. My goodness. My goodness. Stuff is slowing down a lot, I think. I feel like stuff is slowing down quite a bit. Food is coming up. We should be okay. We should be okay. This guy missing. Baskets. How many baskets do we have? Yeah, very few items actually. Little bits of soap and so on. Here we go. Some greens joining. Some greens being added to the mix. Can we finish this off, please? How many? We should have the stone easy. Easy stone. Okay, knowledge item is almost ready. Children are growing up, which is a very good sign. Happy to see that. Yeah, we need to fence all of these things. So let's just... We started off with this one. The guys are really slow. Knowledge has been generated. Okay, let's pop in there. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is get the paper mill up, right? Market forces, paper press. Where was the paper mill? Scientific method 2. So we get... yeah, that's okay. But I'm after the paper mill. Ratting dogs, deep wells. I can't remember where the paper mill was. Market forces. Yeah, all of these things. A bit of food production wouldn't be too bad. We're pretty good over here with what we're after. So the paper mill needs to be in here, right? Hospitalization. School of thought. Where is the paper mill? Paper press unlocks the paper mill. It's this one. Okay, well, grab us the paper press so we can oops, confirm please. So now that we've got the paper press, yeah, there we go. We can start that process as well. So let's pop in here. We do have the flax. We may have to have another look at it, but from the perspective of at least getting some paper generated, let's get ourselves the... Where was it? Here it is. The paper mill. It needs bricks. Do we have bricks? We don't have bricks. Let's have a look. So how do we make bricks? Brickmaker, armory, blacksmith, soap shop, candle shop, weaver, potter, apiary. Is the brick over here? Brickyard. Tier 3 town center. Okay, so the paper mill, we're going to have to import a little bit of bricks to get the paper mill built. People don't like the paper mill. They don't like the paper mill at all. So we're not going to put the paper mill over here. The paper mill is just going to join, kind of be going on to the outskirts of town over here. Yeah, this is all still a little bit too steep to really be running into this general direction. Very steep here then. Should we I don't think we should have another area here. Having this area as our primary area for these kind of things, I think is good. So what I'm gonna do then is let's get the crews in here to do a bit of okay, so they don't like that. So let's just do it like this then. So let's do one of those. Get the people to come and level that out so that we can expand our industrial area over here. Then we'll start a paper mill, which obviously competing for flax. Okay, the potter is ready to go. I don't think we need 2 potters, so let's just go with 1 for the time being. 2, I think 2 is probably the minimum you want on most things, but let's just get it going for the start. If we go into resources, what do we have? So we do have some flax fiber, but it's really not a lot. And food is starting to come in a little bit over here. We're getting some candles available, which I guess people are using as we get them. The food is available. We are going to be able... Impending blizzard. Temperatures are dropping as a severe winter storm approaches. Hopefully your town is well stocked with firewood. Colder temperatures requires villages to burn more wood. Heavy snow can cause damage to buildings. So that's not great. So maybe what we should do is grab our firewooder. We only have the one and they are splitting at reasonable rates here. Got planks coming. Yeah, I guess we're about as good as we're going to get with that. Village has been cured. No one's sick anymore. We've got reasonable amounts of people in most places. I guess maybe we'll add another potter to the mix so we can in fact do that. We need some more houses maybe. Yeah, food is I think stable. I think we did get... What's going on over here? Is that extending? Late harvest. Fine, but as long as you're harvesting, right? I don't mind. We just need the extra 500 odd food, right? And over here, are you smoking stuff? I think you are. Items produced last year, nothing yet. Nothing yet. We should have some space for people to be living out over here as well as the blizzard comes in. There's some place for them to take shelter. I guess we should build another one of those shelters in this area for all of these guys, right? Is this a work camp? There's no place to really take shelter out here. So maybe we build another shelter over in this area as well. Okay, so 2 things we want to build. Firstly, let's have a look at housing opportunities and we'll grab ourselves one of these shelters. I think we'll just pop it maybe like so. Right, at least that gives us some level of shelter all the way out here, right? Let's build a shelter over there. That can happen. And the other thing we want to do is start working on the paper mill. Let's get the shelter up first, and then we'll do the paper mill. We have competition for the flax in that these guys are using them. So we want to keep an eye on our flax production. If we look at our production chain with regards to flax, raw, agricultural, flax fiber, yeah, we're producing more than we're consuming per year. So I guess we do have the option to add the paper mill in straight away. But I guess we want the construction to be sorted out first. Food production. Are we stocking stuff here? Come on. Yeah, food is being brought into this area. We did finish our fence here. So I guess that will help things out a little bit. We do want to get the other one in. We'll leave. We need more fences, really. The potter is busy doing its thing. Yeah. Okay. Making pottery. So hopefully pottery availability will at least be, people will be a little bit happy with that at least. We're trying to catch more fish if we can. Food isn't bad, but yeah, the green side of things, I think it spoils really quickly. Wouldn't mind a little bit more dairy. We still just have the 4 goats here, and I think we're going to have a full potentially a full supply of chickens next year. So then we'll start producing meat from this as well, I think. That's the plan. Is this thing full? Building storage is full. Full of what, really? Lots and lots of hay. So I guess we're not doing... Few children have grown up. Good. I like to see that. We're going to do flax fiber again. We're not going to do hay again, but we are trying to boost fertility. So this is a pretty good... This one here is going to be pretty good next year, getting us some more food. This one is going to give us... Yeah, fertility is a bit of a problem, but we do need to do the flax side of things, right? I think weed level is not necessarily a problem. So what I'll do is I will clear that crop and I'll clear this one. Weed level is by no means a problem. So what we might do is we might continue to do one of these, right? So we'll do something like this so that we continue to produce flax fiber. Okay, I think we'll get through winter and then I'll end the episode. But yeah, this is probably about the end of it. So what did we actually harvest here? We did get a bit of stuff there. It seems to continue. I don't know why this fluctuates so heavily, right? Every month I look at it and it's like, now we only have 2 months. Next month we have 5. Then the month after that we have 1 month. And I just don't understand. If we had the 5 months, shouldn't it take 5 months to get through it, right? That's the piece that I don't quite understand. It does fluctuate a lot more than I would expect it to fluctuate. But I think we're okay, right? Oh, yeah, we are producing food, but we do need to, as we're adding more people, we need to add more of these. So we might build the next one. And the other thing we're after, right? If we go to food production again, we have like an orchard somewhere. An arborist. Close to an arborist. The arborist work building, maintain a harvest of fruits nearby. I guess this one we should be doing. And maybe that could even go into this area here. Yeah, I like it. I like that idea. Let's start work on the arborist. Oh, they want it to be... you know what it could do? I wonder if we can put the arborist in here somewhere and have fruit trees on this kind of seemingly very fertile area here. The other one I was thinking was over here maybe. We pop it in here and we get... Well, the fertility here is great, right? So maybe that is a reasonable spot for us to do that. Yeah, let's do that. Get our first arborist in there. It's the end of the year 15. We've got through another winter, and I will end the episode there. We'll do year 15 in the next episode. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Slowly, our progress is happening. We need to get up to 200 people to upgrade our town center, and we do need... The population continues to be a problem for us. More population is what is required for us to really get our military act together. We do have the basics, but we want to be a little bit better off. I'm worried the next raid might be a little bit more challenging for us to deal with. And I would actually like to kind of retain the standing force if we can at all do that. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.